Welcome, ladies and gents. As you can see, as you may know, today is day 3. It is currently Saturday morning, and I just lit a candle. And as you may or may not know, I am spending my Saturday with you guys because it is day 3 of the trading camp. As you may notice, the camera quality is a lot better because guess what? I pulled my vlog camera out because I said no more of that webcam. Even though I said it's gonna be raw, it's still raw, but that webcam was killing me. I rewatched the video, and I was like, you know what? I can't just give out this quality like this. So when we talk about day 3, we're diving into the most important lesson, chat, and today is going to be a very important day for you guys. So I really need you guys to pull out those, pens and notebooks like we got here. We need to pull out those pens and notebooks because, like I said, today chat is going to be a very special and very informative day where I need you guys to all focus and lock in. That's the whole model of the whole boot camp, is to lock the freak in, right? So today we're going to be talking about market structure. So enough of my yapping. Just know that, like I said, today is Saturday, and I'm giving you guys my Saturday morning just to help you guys get to the next level. I can be doing whatever. It's St. Patrick's Day. I could be outside driving a McLaren all around Dallas, and whatever the case may be during St. Patrick's Day. But guess what? I'm here with you guys to make sure that you get this information, to make sure that you get to the next level in 2025, right? So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Like I said, today's lesson is market structure, just like we talked about yesterday. Now, single-handedly, next to psychology, trader psychology, market structure is the most important thing that you will learn inside of the market. Yesterday, we learned the 3 phases. So we understood that the market moved in 3 phases: impulse, correction, continuation. And we understood what those 3 phases meant. Now we're about to take that same concept and apply it to market structure so we can get the technical aspect of it. Because, of course, sometimes you may not know what a direct impulse is or what a correction is, or, so forth and so on. So we're about to get into the nitty gritty of overall market structure, right? Now, when you think about market structure is pretty simple. The market is consistent of higher highs and higher lows in the uptrend, and lower lows and lower highs in the downtrend. So a uptrend structure looks like such. And then we have, this will be a low, this will be a higher high. So HH means higher high. This is a higher low, so forth and so on, right? This is the basics of market structure, the main foundation of it, so forth and so on. So if you're brand spanking new, you definitely need to pay attention to this. But if you've been trading for a while, of course, this is the basics, right? So a uptrend is, like I said, this consistent of higher highs and higher lows, right? Now, this is an uptrend. And then, of course, we have a downtrend that is consistent of lower lows and lower high points. So lower low. LL stands for lower low. LH stands for lower high point, right? So this is a lower high. This is a lower low. So forth and so on. And the reason behind these concepts is this high is lower. This is lower. So it's beneath this previous high point. So this is where the term lower high comes from. This high right here was lower than the previous high point right here. So that is what's forming a downtrend when you have lower lows and lower high points being formed. Anytime you print a new lower low and new lower high, that means that your downtrend is continuing. So we're going to talk about how to know when the trend is now over in a downtrend, and also when to know when the uptrend is over, right? So let's think about the basics, right? So like I said, the uptrend is consistent of higher highs and higher lows. And a downtrend is consistent of lower lows and lower highs. Let me mark this off real quick. Downtrend. Boom. So we have this simple concept. And then we have also this as well, where the market is consolidating and it's not making any new highs or any new lows. They're all pretty much equal in the exact same vicinity, right? So as long as all of these points are at the same area, this is what we call consolidation, folks. This is not a trend. This is when the market is moving sideways, and more than likely you're getting clapped in the market because you're trying to trade in between this, and you really don't want to trade inside consolidation unless it's on a higher time frame and you have smaller trends inside of it, which we're going to talk about here in a second, right? So when we have an uptrend, the market typically likes to print a new higher high and then will print a new higher low. Of course, when we think about impulse, correction, continuation, this is where it applies. So if the market creates a new higher high, breaking this previous high point here, this is our impulse like we talked about from yesterday. And then during this pullback to create that higher low, this is our correction. So I'm gonna label this C, and I'm gonna label this I for impulse, C for correction. And then guess what? Once we form that higher low, that means that price is now setting up for our continuation. So I'm gonna just put the money sign because we talked about it yesterday. Impulse tells us direction the market wants to go. Correction confirms it. Continuation is where we get money, right? So we got I see money. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool, ain't it? I see money. Impulse correction, get money. Impulse correction, get money. So whenever we are in the overall uptrend, it is important that if price is not breaking the previous higher low points of the trend, that means that you are still in the overall uptrend until that higher low points gets broken. That's what is super, super important for you guys to understand. Therefore, if this pulls back, and let me just draw a line right here. If this pulls back, let's just say it pulls all the way back super close to this line, but does not break this higher low, that means that price is still in a overall uptrend, and there's a high probability chance that the market will continue to go print new highs, right? So we can suspect that price is going to create a new higher low at this point as long as it's maintaining the last higher low of the trend. So as a trader, it's your job to identify where is the last higher low of my trend, so I can know that if this higher low point got broken in my uptrend, I know there's a high probability chance that I can then transition into a downtrend. Why? Because if your higher low point gets broken, ladies and gents, so something like this is what you consider a break of structure. So we will put BOS. And if you watch my live streams every Sunday, I literally talk about this. Like, draw your break of structure lines. Identify where your breaks of structure lines are at on every single time frame, right? So if we're in this overall uptrend and we get a break, that's the market saying, hey, chat, we just had an impulse break of structure to the downside. I want to go down. And just like we learned yesterday, we do not just enter on the breakout of an impulse, right? What do we have to have? Write your comment write your answer in the comment section. Before I move forward, write the answer in the comment section. So by the time of this end of the video, the answer to this question should literally be flooded in the comment section. So pause the video, write the answer. Give y'all 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, cool. So of course, the answer is we must have a correction to confirm that, right? So whenever we break this higher low, we need to see price correct itself, and that's going to let us know, okay, yeah, chat, it's time to get money. Because why? We had an impulse break of structure, we got a correction to confirm it. Now we'll be looking for a continuation. Once we get that continuation, that is the full shift of this uptrend going into a new downtrend. And now once we go into that new downtrend, guess what we're forming? We're forming new lower lows and new lower highs and new lower lows all throughout this price point. Why? Because we had a break of structure. So whenever you break a previous higher low point in a uptrend, that lets you know that the trend is now about to reverse. Whenever you break a previous high point in an uptrend, that lets you know that there's a high probability chance that the market will continue to print new highs and new higher lows, so forth and so on. So the same exact thing applies for a downtrend. If I'm in a downtrend structure and price breaks my previous lower high point with a brand new impulse to the upside, that's the market saying, hey chat, guess what? We need a correction first and then we'll get a continuation to make money. You want to be the person that gets the money at the retest of this lower high point based off of the market telling you impulse, correction, money. I see money, right? So that is how you know a downtrend is over once you break the most recent lower high point. Now, the most important thing for you guys to understand is that within structure, there will always be structure within each time frame. Just like I showed y'all yesterday, the monthly time frame, you can have impulse correction continuation. You can have impulse correction continuation on the 1 minute time frame. But guess what? You have to be able to identify what structure, what time frame structure you are on. So let's just say that this is a daily uptrend, right? So I'm gonna just make this thick and I'm gonna make it red. Boom. So I know if this is in a daily uptrend that this will be my breaker structure line, and I'm gonna just put breaker structure for my daily. Boom. Now within that, this whole daily move is not going to, like, it's going to take like months or like, well, not months, weeks for it to break structure. Like if you like me and you're an intraday trader, you're not waiting weeks for just the daily to break structure to take sales. So you have to understand that within this daily structure, there's its own uptrends and downtrends within price. So if we look at this and we make this a little bigger, this last little continuation leg of the daily can be broken down into a smaller time frame trend. So let's just say H4. The H4 will be an impulse, correction, continuation, all inside of this daily structure. So guess what? If my 4-hour breaker structure, if I was looking for a 4-hour breaker structure, guess where it would be? It wouldn't be down here at this daily breaker structure because this is my daily higher low. My breaker structure for my 4-hour trend would now be here because this is my 4-hour higher low. So therefore, I can take this concept and say, well, if we break underneath this 4-hour breaker structure and correct and give us a retest, then that means there's a high probability chance that I can catch the continuation down. But guess what? If the daily breaker structure never gets broken, then that means technically on the daily, we're still in a overall uptrend. So if we're in an overall uptrend, I still have to be careful with these sales because at any point in time, this daily continuation can continue to the upside. So what that'll look like is such. Like this will then in turn make a higher low on the daily. So we had a higher low here, and then this will form a new higher low if this last H4 continuation didn't break this daily breaker structure. So it's important to know what time frame breaker structure is due for what. Like you can get breaker structures on M5 and then the main trend be uptrend, but for the right now money on M5, you could literally take advantage of the quick sell off. Like literally that's literally what I do, right? So let's look at this on a live chart so y'all not just looking at examples. So here we have gold here, right? Now, I want to highlight this because this is a uptrend on the daily time frame. We have an impulse, we have a correction. This whole box right here is one correction, and then we have a continuation, right? So this clearly on the daily time frame is in a overall uptrend. But guess what, chat? Guess mother freaking what? If I drop down to the 1 hour and I go back to that same price, guess what we have? We have a trend inside of the daily trend in itself, right? So guess what? What is happening on my smaller time frame? I'm having a, let me change this real quick. I have a impulse, a correction, a continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, so forth and so on, right? I am forming a series of higher highs and higher low points. So let's illustrate that real quick and let's mark all of this shit off. Boom. So I'm gonna mark every single higher low. So pay attention to what I just told y'all in the last examples. So all of these higher highs that I'm marking are 1 hour higher highs. Guess what the fuck is about to happen, chat? Just take a wild freaking guess. Here we had a break of this higher low. We had a break right here. So guess what that told us? This was an impulse break. That was the market telling us, Lido or chat, I want to go down because I just made a new low. I broke the previous higher low, which means this uptrend is no longer valid. So therefore, I'm going to be going down for a short period of time. So guess what we had, chat? We had an impulse down. We had a correction. But what did that correction form? It formed a lower low and then a lower high. Boom. So impulse, correction, continuation. So now if we look at this, this is a lower low. This is a lower high. And guess what, chat? If a lower high point gets broken in a downtrend to the upside, guess what that means? That means price is about to go up. It's about to go up. It's about to go up. So guess what the fuck happened, chat? We had a breaker structure. This last lower high point, the market gave us a brand new impulse. We got a correction, and then guess what the fuck happened? We got a continuation. So if you can identify that we just broke this structure, we had an impulse breaker structure, we had a correction. Now we can catch the continuation. Guess what we can make? We can make some motherfucking money. Why? Because the market moves in 3 phases: impulse, correction, continuation. The continuation is where we look to make our money, chat. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. So if I just go through this whole uptrend on the daily, remember, if I go back to the daily, we are here. Like, we literally are in this portion right here. Impulse, correction, continuation. If I break this whole thing back down onto 1 hour structure, literally you will see all of the trends on H1. But it's still in one complete uptrend on the daily. So take a look at this, chat. Boom. Impulse, breaker structure, correction, continuation. Let's mark off these lower highs and these higher lows. This is now a new lower low because we broke that higher low. This is a lower high. This made a new lower low. Oops. Boom. And then guess what the frick happened, chat? We broke the previous lower high again. And then what happened? We had a new high, higher high. Then we made a higher low. Then we made a new higher high. Then we made a new higher low. Then we made a new higher high. So forth and so on, chat. Would you just take a freaking look at this? Boom. And then guess what? We broke structure again. And then we created a new lower low, lower high, lower low. And then we broke structure again, pulled back, had a higher low. And then we had a higher high, higher low, all the way up during this daily continuation. And then it just continued to form higher highs and higher lows. It's that freaking simple, chat. Identify the highs and the lows of the structure. Identify where the breaks of structure are at. And then you will know what type of trend you're in. Literally, it's that simple. Literally, this shouldn't even be on the internet. Like, this is some real shit. So take this information that I just gave y'all and apply it. Go back and back test it and literally identify structure. Structure is the key. When you understand structure, you can understand where the market is going. Why? Because the market moves in the 3 phases that we talked about yesterday. I'm speechless, chat. Literally, this is market structure in a nutshell. Of course, I can't go too in depth because, I gotta save something for the blueprint. But this is the nitty gritty of it, chat. You can take this exact same information, apply it to every single time frame that you have on your chart. And I promise you, if you go back and back test it, you get good at it, you're going to make some money, chat. So let me know in the comment section, can you vividly understand market structure right now, chat? Based off of this lesson. Because I need to know. I need to know. Now, one thing else, chat. One thing I need y'all to do. Because obviously, we're only on day 3. We are only on day 3. And look how much value I have given you guys. I need you guys to first smash that like and subscribe button. You definitely want to be subscribed. And you want to make sure that you turn on the notification bell just so that you don't miss a drop. Because it might be one day like today. Today's St. Patrick's Day weekend or whatever the case may be. You might be out partying, drinking with your friends and then be like, oh, shoot, I forgot Lito dropped a video. I forgot to watch it. But if you got that notification bell on, guess what? It's going to go straight to that cellular device. It's going to tell you, Mike Lito is premiering at 5:30 p.m. Central Time for Trading Camp Day 3. So let's get to it. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell. And I'm going to check my subscribers chat. Y'all got to, I'm giving y'all the value. Y'all got to meet me halfway. So I should see my subscribers increase. I should see the number of notification bells increase. I should see the likes increase from the last video. I should see all of that, chat. So with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 4. Let's get this money.